So for this practice, you'll need a bolster or a pillow, rolled up blanket, a blanket, and an eye pillow. Hello and welcome to this 4-week series of yoga for the menstrual cycle. We're on week 1 today, so we're going to begin where our cycle begins on days 1 to about 5, and this is where menstruation begins. So this is known as our inner winter. Today's energy we're going to be bringing is slow, restful, and introspective. So we're going to begin in child's pose. So finding a nice wide stance, so knees about mat width distance, bringing the belly and the chest down to the mat, forehead onto the mat. Taking some deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing the belly and the lower back to be held. Every time you inhale, expanding, and every time you exhale, sinking deeper into the ground beneath you. Maybe you want to find some movement here, massaging the forehead along the ground. And if it feels nice, maybe bringing the hands to the lower back and just massaging the lower back. Taking some nice deep breath, just connecting with the body at this time in your cycle. Stretching the hands back up to the top of the mat now. We're going to bring hands to prayer. Then you're going to bend at the elbows, bring in prayer hands to the back of the head. One more nice deep breath. And then you're going to slowly peel up into tabletop. We're going to move through cat and cow, nice and gently. You're going to inhale, drop the belly down, gaze forward, exhale, round in the spine. Really just massaging the spine, every vertebra, nice and slowly, really gentle. Being gentle with yourself. Cow pose, Vitalasana. Cat pose, Majariasana. On the next inhale, round in the spine. And then as you exhale, pushing back to sit on the heels, on the feet, into hero pose. I'm actually just going to give you the option to lean forward, tuck the toes, and then bring the hands up onto the legs for a massage. You can always have the toes untucked if this feels a bit too intense. We're just going to massage up and down the legs. Breathing nice and deep. You can also rock from side to side, stretching the toes. Hero pose, virasana. You're going to untuck the toes now, bringing the feet down. You're going to interlace the fingers, flip the palms out in front. Inhaling up to the sky, puffing the chest out. Exhaling, bringing the hands down to the knees, rounding the spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We're going to then move back to tabletop. You're going to bring the right leg out the back and then step forward into low lunge. Inhaling up with the arms, stretching up. Exhaling down. You're going to bring the hands in the inside of the foot and bring the foot out to the edge of the mat. Inhaling, and as you exhale, you're just going to rock backwards and forwards, nice and gently. Maybe from side to side, around. And you're going to bring the leg back, round into tabletop, and do the other side. Inhaling, bringing the left leg out. Exhaling, stepping through, low lunge. And as you exhale, coming all the way down, moving that foot out to the side of the mat. Hands in the centre. Rocking backwards and forwards in lizard pose. Side to side maybe. Just being gentle, whatever feels right. Gently coming back to tabletop. And then you're going to gently find a seated position. Legs out long. You're going to bring a slight gap in between the legs. Bring in the bolster. You can maybe have a few bolsters or pillows, tucking it so you can gently lean onto it. So you're going to inhale, straight spine. Exhale, then you're going to round, bringing the chin to the chest. And then just letting the upper body hang on the bolster. Feeling a stretch all the way from the back of the neck, all the way down the spine. You can always fold a little bit deeper if you want to, really allowing the upper body to rest. I'm going to gently peel out of this, bring the bolster to the side, and you're going to find a lying down position. So coming all the way down to the mat. We're going to then do a full body stretch, so stretching the hands above the head, roll in the wrists, roll in the ankles. Really nice and big stretches. You can stretch from one side to the other. And then exhaling, coming all the way back down to lying down. So we're going to come into lion figure 4. You're going to bring the left sole of the foot up onto the floor. You're going to bring the right leg crossed over in front of the body. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the left leg, interlace the fingers behind, grabbing the back of the knee, flexing both of the feet. You're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, drawing that knee closer, pushing the right knee away with the right elbow. Releasing any tension in the lower body. One more breath. As you inhale, bring in the hips, the knees stacked over the hips, and then as you exhale, you're going to twist to the left hand side. So bring in the right sole of the foot down onto the ground. Cactus in the arms, either side. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting the gaze over to the opposite side. Inhaling back up to center. Exhaling back down to lying down. Other side now, so bringing the right foot, right sole of the foot to the floor, crossing the left leg over. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the knee towards the chest, flexing both of the feet. Inhale. And then as you exhale, drawing the knee closer to the chest, releasing any tension in the lower body, and then pushing that left knee away with the left elbow. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, stacking knees over hips and twisting to the right hand side. Cactus in the arms. And as you exhale, gazing over to the left hand side. One last breath. Then you're going to gently bring yourself back to the center, finding Shavasana again, corpse pose. Inhale. And as you exhale, just going to bring the knees up to the chest, squeezing the knees into the chest. Rocking from side to side. From here, you can then take happy baby, so gripping the outside of the feet and rocking from side to side, massaging the spine and lower back. And gently bringing the legs all the way down. We're going to do something called legs up the wall now. So either using your bolster, blanket, pillow, or an actual wall. You're going to bring the bolster to just underneath the lower back. And then you're going to inhale, bring the legs up, bending at the knees and allowing the hips to tilt towards you. Allowing the pelvis to tilt towards you, so it should be relatively easy to keep the legs above the head. If not, you can use a wall or a bed or anything to help the legs stay up. Bringing the hands by the side and taking 5 deep breaths in this position. When you've done your 5 breaths, gently removing the bolster, the pillow, coming down to lying down. We're going to come to some yogic breathing now, some full body breaths. You're going to inhale. As you inhale, expand in the belly. Moving the intention of the breath from the belly up into the ribs and into the chest. And then as you exhale, exhaling from the chest, ribs and belly. Doing this again, inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs and belly. Keep doing this for a few breaths. Making that your last full belly breath now. Returning to the normal breath. We're going to come into our final posture, corpse pose, Shavasana. Putting on any warmer layers, using your blanket. Maybe you want to bring your pillow behind the head. Maybe using your iPad if you have one. Really getting comfortable now. So once you're nice and settled with your eye mask, your blanket, your warmer layers. So for this Shavasana, I want to bring your attention to something called Pratyahara, which is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, and it means withdrawal of the senses. So really tuning inward, minimizing external distractions, and just fully allowing yourself to be in this moment. With steady breath. ready, gently beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. Starting to deepen the breath. Rolling wrists and ankles. Maybe taking a nice stretch. Allowing a yawn or a sigh to come out. Maybe bringing the knees to the chest and rocking, massaging the lower back. Coming over to the right hand side for fetal position. And then when you're ready, pushing up into seated. So taking a nice deep breath here. Exhale out. And finish in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, balancing our left and right, our masculine, our feminine. Bringing balance to this sacred time of the month. Take 3 deep breaths in and out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. When you feel ready, gently blinking the eyes open, coming back to the space. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a beautiful bleed, a beautiful menstruation, and yeah, come back for week 2 when we'll be doing follicular phase, so moving into our internal spring.